Hey guys, it's Resting Dollface, and this is the first weekly recap video that we're doing for my channel. So thank you for all the love and the sharing and support. Now let's get down to it. November 18th this week was National Princess Day. So of course I had to share some of the photos of my favorite little princess, and of course here she is. That is Princess Charlotte. So over there I want to see she's 3 years old in her little red coat, and I mean, check out that picture of her. She is pretty as a princess. Seriously, the way she is simply closing her eyes, being in the moment, and inhaling those pretty flowers. Do you not love her? Ah, I adore her so much. Well, I guess we couldn't talk about National Princess Day without talking about somebody who's been acting as like less than a princess, right? And for that, we have Rachel Zegler. She's the actress in the new live action upcoming Snow White movie. And why is she in the headlines again? Well, it's not about her acting. Not really. You see, she was cast as Snow White in Disney's upcoming Snow White live action movie. And apparently, so much of her rather woke comments, well, they keep getting her into trouble. So much so that Disney's had a lot of backlash. So if you haven't been keeping up with this story, let me fill you in just a little bit. Now, this live action Snow White was supposed to come out this year, I believe. However, between the SAG strike and the backlash they got about a lot of the things going on with this movie, well, Disney had to go ahead and move some things around. Originally, see these little dwarves here? They weren't dwarves. They were, oh, it was a guy, it was a girl, varying heights. We were going to make this woke. So they went back and changed it. That's why we have all of the CGI dwarfs here. Well, it seems like Rachel's in trouble again because of the things she said. Now, originally, she got in a little bit of trouble back in August of 2023, and here it is from the Hollywood Reporter, because there she was. She's got a taste of stardom, and she's out there saying, oh, I was never a fan of the original Snow White. Oh, no, I would never be like that. Rather, and I'm paraphrasing here, I'm a feminist, and we modernized it. So, as you can see from that dress she has on, still fairy tale time, but they modernized it, so on and so forth. And as you can see, it ruffled quite a few feathers. So, they had a little bit, some people had a problem with her being cast. I'm not going to lie. When you watch their preview of it, she can nail the lines. That's not the problem. I don't believe her. She's not believable as a character. So her speaking out is not doing her any favors here. So she caused a stir when a flurry of comments from last year recently resurfaced. And she was talking about her Snow White. Oh, she's not going to be dreaming about true love. No. She's dreaming about becoming a leader. She knows she can be in the leader that her late father told her she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. Hello, honey, this is Snow White a la Disney. This is not Snow White and the Huntsman. Okay? Learn your role and do a really good job selling it. This is not all about your personal views. Speaking of which, this is why she's in trouble now. You see, she, like a lot of people, took to her social media and started sharing some less than unfavorable comments. And really, in this world, you have to kind of either walk a fine line, know when to speak up, know when not to speak up, read a room, something, right? Well, this didn't go over too well. So here comes Rachel Zegler with an apology, except I'm not going to play it here. You can look it up. It wasn't exactly an apology. I have never seen, in my opinion, so much smugness, okay? It was the most unapologetic non-apology I have ever seen. She said things like, and to have everyone who hates when I win, and there are many of them, I can only hope that at every premiere, people will wait in line to see. I'm sorry, with an attitude like that, maybe it's just me, I wouldn't go see this if you gave me tickets for free. Not my jam. Speaking of jam, or should I say, speaking of actresses who act a little less than princess-like while acting like a princess, maybe, we have Meghan Markle, the Duchess of, not Duchess, the Duchess of Sussex, right? So that way she can stand out from all the other Duchesses of Sussex. Well, anyway, she's here to remind us that she is a kisser. She is a hugger. And she is a humper. That's right. Okay, this is a picture of her wearing uber short shorts back in 2013 on the set of Suits, where she was so excited. Look how shocked the writer is. I mean, she's hugging, she's kissing, and she's got that leg wrapped around her. This was shared on Meghan's Instagram back in the day. She was just so excited for something. Can't say what. But don't you find it kind of odd that Meghan Markle, the queen of, oh, I have it so hard, the queen of drama, the queen of everyone's against me, who goes on and on about, it's about having healthy boundaries. It's about not serving my children up on a platter. Hey, if I was at work and I had a picture of my kid and that was on my desk, well, hey, that's what I'm comfortable sharing. Yet, if you ask for more, well, no, you're going past the boundary. Well, I don't know about you, but randomly jumping on and hugging people you're not that close to could be a boundary issue for those people. But I digress. Here, Meghan Markle was at the launch of Katie Lee. She's the beautiful lady in the center. Her new hair product. She's a hair colorist, okay? And so she had her new product launch at Highbrow Hippie. Well, Meghan can't get her jam into a jar. She can't even get a trademark done. But she wants the whole world to know that she was there to support Katie Lee because she's an investor. She's a savvy businesswoman. Ooh. Along with, I believe his name is Sergey. Now, Sergey and Katie Lee both have worked with Julia Roberts. How do we know? Because all the puff pieces that came out featuring Meghan. And I promise you, my thoughts on this is it wasn't because Meghan was such a star to cover here. It seemed like paid PR puff pieces. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Because something tells me Meghan's not that in demand. Right? Well, anyway, she's there and she's hugging on Katie Lee like she had something to do with Katie's success. Katie's been around a while, and so is Sergey. Now, we all think Sergey was the same hairdresser who helped Meghan with her wedding hair. I'm going to show that picture in just a moment. Really interesting is look at all the people who are tagged from Highbrow Hippie, right? We got hashtag Meghan Markle, American Riviera Orchard. You know, that thing that she can't get the copyright on. How come everybody else with less money and less connections and less Googling capabilities can get their products off the ground? Yet this savvy businesswoman, producer, champion of letter writing at 11 can't. But we're all supposed to go behind her and believe in something because she's invested in it? Not buying it. And speaking of her getting rather handsy, yep, there she is again. You know, the claw hanging on to Sergey. Oh, but it's not about her. No, it's not her fault that the cameras are on her. I would love for somebody to break an NDA and tell us the truth, wouldn't you? And again, here's Sergey. Sergey's working with Julia Roberts. I just find it very interesting how Meghan can never just say, oh, I invested in this, and that's why it's going to be a success. No, it's because it's always other people connected, like Julia Roberts or Gwyneth Paltrow. There is no just brand Meghan for anything. She's always piggybacking off of other people, always riding coattails. Here's that bun thing of Meghan from her wedding going to the reception. Again, that's not for me. Not for me. I've had my hair done for school dances and debutante balls, and I wouldn't even pay $60 for that. Sorry, but that's just me. Let me know your comments below. Yes, she's a hugger. She's a kisser. And, what's funny is 2013, there she was in these shorts. Now, we've all heard her infamously say, oh, no one told me not to wear ripped jeans. Okay, well, keep in mind, this is while she was on Suits. And if you look, there's a lot of videos out there of her where she tried to really come off as a fashion expert, especially after she, hooked up with Jessica Maroney and she launched the TIG, where it was, I've learned so much, especially about on the set of Suits. And you have to get it tailored. And you have to do this and you have to do that. So this is 2013. She's on like season 2 or 3 of Suits. She's dressed beautifully all the time. She even borrows pieces from Suits. And this is what she's wearing outside of suits. Okay, we'll cut her some slack. But she claims the palace and nobody, even with all her fashion sense, never told her about the correct way to dress, remember? Oh, I didn't know not to wear ripped jeans. So, 2013, Meghan was wearing short shorts, behaving inappropriately, in my opinion. And here she is, 2013, at the Invictus Games, short shorts. Yeah, I don't get it. Nor is it appropriate. And I still don't understand why she was standing in front of the wounded veterans, the veterans who were competing. She's never served. This is not her event. This is not, she can claim she is Mrs., or people can try to give her the PR cover that she is Mrs. Invictus all they want. She's not. And to me, this is rude. This is disrespectful to the people who put in the time, the people who lost their loved ones, the people who lost their friends, the people who are struggling to put one foot in front of the other, the people who went through boot camp. It's just not okay. So, speaking of things that Meghan was covered for this week, it wasn't just hugging a highbrow hippie. No. We all saw earlier this year when she was first launching American Riviera Orchard and was going to start selling some of those aprons, right? I don't even remember how she was branding it this time. It was all these professional pictures of her having launched a new initiative, the Welcome Project, for a wholesome event. We'll take a look at this picture here. Oh, so that was an Archwell apron. Okay, so not her lifestyle brand. You see how this gets really confusing, right? Like, is it Archwell Productions? I mean, shouldn't it be your lifestyle brand then? Because you're in a kitchen, and I thought Archwell Productions was doing the cooking show with Netflix. Well, apparently, she had to go release some more pictures, right? Here they are, the Duchess of Wrinkles. Apparently, she went back and did another event with this initiative. Now, keep in mind, it was not this week. No. The articles did mention, I believe, that this was from earlier in the year. I want to say August or September or so. But she held the pictures over till now. Why? Well, I do have a theory about that. It is my opinion and a theory only. But she does seem to have a pattern of hoarding pictures and waiting till the right time. Well, we just had Earthshot, right? And Harry has been going all around Canada for Invictus Games. So it's not like she could exactly just let him have the moment, is it? No. Speaking of which, here's Harry. Harry, who is not a working royal, who stepped back down, whatever, is not a diplomat, was introduced to individuals from the 4 host nations up in Whistler. And it's very, very misleading, guys. I mean, these leaders have things that they're trying to get done. And while I understand Harry is there to promote the Invictus Games, pictures like this make it look like he's working on behalf of His Majesty the King, right? It's very, very confusing. And what's really kind of upsetting is the way they're trying to rewrite history. If you notice, they say that the Duke of Sussex, who founded Invictus in 2014, all right, just a quick reminder, American here, 2013, Harry saw a wounded warrior and said, oh yeah, I'd like to do that. And so the Royal Foundation, which is Prince William and Princess Catherine, as well as Prince Charles at the time, they all helped put together the Invictus Games. This is not all Harry, okay? And I think you can kind of see that by looking by everything else this duo puts their hands in and try to start. I mean, Invictus was a lot more popular, had a lot more support when it first started versus the mass exodus of them from the royal family. So, see, here you go. Also, doubling down on the same article from People magazine. Oh, he founded it 10 years old, blah, 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 blah. And we can't forget he did visit Canada in February with his wife. Got to mention her name. So what else did Harry do? Oh, well, he went to the Grey Cup, the Canadian Football League's championship game, to promote the Invictus Games. And, guys, go watch the footage. It's just not... I don't think it had the impact they were hoping for it to have, okay? This is not, one, it's not like he's on ESPN promoting it, even though he was just at a Pat Tillman Foundation thing. Something tells me he's not going to be back at the ESPYs or guest speaking on ESPN anytime soon. Just a thought, just a hunch. But here they are hyping him up like he's more important than he is. And oh, who could forget? Yes, this sketch for the Invictus Games. Now, we all heard like a month ago Harry was in New York for something. I don't know if it was Centabalia, Travelist, or Archwell. Like, they just make it convenient, right? I mean, for all we know, no, maybe it was for raising money for African parks. Hey, African parks, where are you about addressing and saving the back of people? I can't believe people are donating to that group, African Parks. We still haven't seen anything done for the Baca. All right. Well, anyway, this was a sketch done, and it was supposed to be to promote the Invictus Games. I'm sorry. I feel like the Invictus Games is just this giant platform to promote Harry and Meghan off of the backs of others. And this is supposed to be a funny sketch. Jelly Roll comes in, says, hey, I'm going to give you a tattoo. Harry's like, oh no, well, maybe on my lower back, maybe on my bum, but he didn't say bum. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to perform at the Invictus Games for you. And instead of saying I am Invictus, it says I am Jelly Roll. Okay, we get it. It's a funny sketch, but how does this really bring attention? How does this help those veterans who can't afford to come play at Invictus, the ones who do need that funding? Because from what I can read online, Invictus no longer covers all their expenses or their family's expenses to go anymore. So, look, I'm all for helping veterans. I'm all for mental health stuff. I just don't see how this helps, because this seems more like about that Hollywood PR machine that is out there saying, oh, Harry's friends with this celeb, Harry's friends with that celeb, Harry's friends, just like Meghan's, oh, I invested in these people and they work for Gwyneth Paltrow, they work for Julia Roberts. It's like, Clout adjacent maybe? Very much reminded me of when Harry was on Jimmy Fallon's Nightmares thing for the haunted house he did. Yes, Harry, I'm just as confused as you are right here. I think we can all agree. I don't see how this is helping. I don't see how this is really drawing it to the cause. It's about promoting you, not the cause. Again, an American here, so don't come at me with your hate. Everything I express is my own personal opinion, okay? It is not meant to be professional advice. It is based off of things found in the public domain. As always, do your own research. That's what Google is for, not just for likes and fake sales and porn. Yeah, use Google for how it was intended, to be a search engine. So thank you so much for following my channel. If you're into investigations, kind of uncovering the truth, gossip, putting pieces together, old Hollywood, of course, then you're definitely in the right place. I did have the pleasure of guesting on Steph the Ultra Nerd's video last week, and I do have that saved to a playlist. I'm going to put that in the description box below. And I was also on Revealing the Narcs channel. That was a really, really fun conversation too. So I have greatly enjoyed all the friendships I've made in this community. The Sidley twins, Nancy and Steph, I have to thank you guys so much for introducing me to Revealing the Narc. And Sue Smith, thank you so much for the introduction to Steph. Steph, can't wait to nerd it up with you some more. And I live to hear you say sugar bucks. Only you can see it the way that you do. So go ahead, check out my playlist, give them a shout out, follow them, and let me know who else you'd like to see us pair up with, or any other topics. I've got some stuff coming up because, oh my goodness, what other people are covering in the media, I'm wondering, are they hinting at something? And maybe we should deep dive into that. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, okay? Oh, yep, see here, I've got all the ones with Twin Talk. Love them, love them, love them. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you get unsubscribed, just go ahead and hit it again. I know YouTube's kind of having an issue with that right now. And looking forward to making more friends out there. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know what we should cover next. And I'll see you next time. Love. Bye.